Hello and welcome back to my workshop. Sorry that I haven't posted anything recently, but I've been in the throes of Christmas markets. It's currently the 8th of December and Christmas is now officially over for me on the 8th of December. Finished with a flurry of 6 Christmas markets in 13 days, which was tiring, I have to say, and really not much time to recover between each one, and certainly not enough time to replace any stock. Yeah, it was an interesting experience. So Christmas is over. I've packed away all my Christmas reindeers and Christmas trees that I make, and it's on to the next project. So what I'm wanting to do is, I have an almost endless supply of pallets, and my business name is From Pallets with Love, so everything I do is pallet related. I'm currently looking at probably 50 Euro pallets that I've collected. I was forward thinking, and I collected these pallets while it was dry in the amazing autumn that we had. We're now, as I say, 8th of December, Storm Dara is just blowing away outside, so hopefully you're not getting too much wind noise from the walls of the barn, but hopefully this external microphone will cut out most of that noise. So yeah, it's almost impossible to collect dry pallets at the moment because it's been raining for probably the last 3 weeks in the Isle of Man. But I have these 50 pallets that I collected. They're all dry, bone dry. I tested the dampness level yesterday, and they're 15%, which, I mean, we have a log burner, and 15%, 12 to 15% is what they say is good enough to, burn in a log burner. So they consider that to be dry wood. So they're good and dry, and my project that I want to try first is I want to make a coffee table out of a pallet, one that I would be, but not just, there's some fairly simple ones on the internet where you just, effectively sand down a pallet, stick some legs on it, and that's it. I want to do something a bit more high-end than that. I've got some hardwood, I think this is, I can't remember what this one is, but I've got various hardwoods that I've got from around the place. I've got some South African Iroko, something like that, which I managed to get. I've reclaimed it. So yes, I make most of my stuff from pallets, but anything that's reclaimed. So I managed to get hold on Facebook Marketplace of some old 5 by 3 foot chunks of this wood that were used in an old brick making machine. So they would apparently make the bricks, put them on these hardwood planks, and stick them in an oven and dry them. So they're used, they're marked, and they're reclaimed. So I get that as valid for my business, for what I do. So I've got a pallet here, which I've selected. I basically didn't look too hard. This is the first attempt that I'm going to do on making these coffee tables. I hope to be able to sell them, but anything I do, I usually keep the first one that I built, just because there's usually mistakes and things that I could do better. So I build the first one, I keep it myself. So I'm hoping to make this good enough that myself and my wife will be happy to have it in our sitting room as our coffee table. So let's just have a little look at the actual pallet itself. So it's, as I say, it's a Euro pallet, so it's the sort of 1-inch thick wood, which makes for a great sturdy surface for the coffee table. It is quite heavy to lift, and I've seen some tables that people have made, sort of patio furniture and stuff, which is going to be one of my next projects, where obviously it's not very high, there's not much height to it, so people stack 2, possibly 3 of these pallets on top of each other to give you the height that you need for a coffee table. But these Euro pallets are really very heavy to lift, and if I actually were to attach 2 or 3 of them to each other, I wouldn't be able to lift it. It would be a 2-man job to lift it. And when I get around to selling them, I'm going to have to actually deliver them. I don't have a van, I just have an estate car. So the design I think I'm going to go for is 1 single Euro pallet, and then I'm going to put some legs together to bring it up to the height that a coffee table would be. And I'm going to make those legs obviously out of pallet wood as well. So the first thing I want to do, obviously being a pallet, it's very uneven. I've measured all these gaps. Every single gap is different. Not only are they different to each other, but they're different at this end than they are at that end. So I'm going to basically fill these gaps with pallet wood, but I'm going to make that pallet wood be maybe 3 or 4 mil below the surface of this pallet, and then I can lay some nice hardwood on top of that, which will be about 3 or 4 mil, and then I can just take the whole surface down to be even. But my first step is to actually, these planks are also different heights from each other. I've measured the depths of each plank, and that one is 21 mil, that one's 24 mil. So the first thing I want to do is get this down to roughly the same height across the board. Now, I was going to use my my planer, but the problem I've got is that there are obviously nail heads sticking up, and the very last thing I want to do is catch this very expensive blade on a nail head. So I think I'm going to try a single pass with my planer, just a very, very light pass, just to take off the worst. And then I'm going to use a very old Black & Decker, it's about 30 years old. And I stopped using it because it was too aggressive. It's not like and then I got myself a random orbital sander instead. But the fact that this is quite aggressive is quite a good thing, because I do need to take quite a lot of surface off. So I think I'm going to have a quick go. Hopefully I won't catch any nail heads. I'm just going to inspect it, make sure there are none that are proud. If they are, I'll give them a tap down with a punch and a hammer. Maybe have one pass with the planer, and then go at it with the aggressive sander, just to see if I can get something that's approximately level. It's not going to, I mean, it's, you know, it's being made of a pallet, it's going to be rustic, so you know, that's the look I'm going for. Right, so I'm going to have noisy machines going, so I'm going to turn off the sound, and yeah, and I'll also probably put it on fast forward play, because it's going to take me a while to do. I'm probably going to do this as a series of videos. This video one, just introducing the project. I don't know how long this is going to take me to do. This is just something I do as a hobby, so you know, and I do also still work, so I can't be in here every day, so I have no idea how long it's going to take me, but I'll put video updates on my channel as often as I can. And here we go. Wish me luck. Thank you for watching. Okay, well, that's really, I've got this top surface nice and smooth now. I wasn't able to plane far enough down to be able to get the planks to be the same height as each other. This one's quite low, and this one's quite low. The two smaller ones are quite low, and the three bigger ones are high. I wasn't able to plane down enough because there are some nails that are very close to the top surface, and I've tried punching them down, but I haven't got anything big enough to do that. These were put together by a machine with an incredible amount of pressure force to be able to push the nails in. So that's step one. Got this nice and clean. I'm now going to go and cut some individual bespoke inlays for each of these gaps out of pallet wood. Drop those in, get them to the right height, and then see about measuring up my hardwood as well. So yeah, hopefully it's going to be a fun project. I'm enjoying it so far. I've been thinking about it for months and months and months while I've been doing all my Christmas fairs, and finally the day has come when I can actually start on it. So I'm looking forward to doing it, and hopefully you'll enjoy the videos and watch along, and hopefully you'll enjoy them as well. So thank you for watching. If you've got time to give me a thumbs up, like the video, that would be amazing. If you've got time to subscribe to the channel, that would be even better. I don't put out more than one video every 2 weeks or something like that, so you're not going to be overrun with notifications if you subscribe. But it's just YouTube put a huge amount of emphasis on how many subscribers you've got, so I could really do with getting my numbers up if that's okay with you to just subscribe to the channel and like the video. And thank you for watching. Stay safe.